Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be talking about how I changed my attitude towards the gym. For years I went to the gym, I had the determination, the routine, the willpower to keep going, but I never really saw any results. And I truly believe the reason was because I didn't have the right attitude towards the gym, and I actually think that attitude plays such an important role to actually seeing results. So through a little bit of an attitude change, I managed to change my body. So you'll see people online telling you that if you buy this fitness app or this band, or it used to be teas but now it's apps and fitness bands, but actually I truly believe that it is down to attitude towards a healthy lifestyle in general, whether that be in the gym or any sport that you're into. I truly think that it comes down to attitude. So guys, if you're interested in how I changed my attitude towards the gym and thus changed my body and my mindset for the better, then please keep watching. So the first way that I changed my attitude for the better was that I stopped training 6 days per week. I used to run competitively, and I think I was in a mindset of you train 6 days a week, you have 1 day off. Even on your sort of recovery day, you go out for a long run or whatever. I'm sure a lot of people who have done sport before can relate to that. And I think if you then quit from doing, from a training schedule or a routine, you are so used to training to a very high level. Equally, if you are a novice and you've started to gym or train in a sport, you can be sort of lulled into a false sense of I need to train, as much as possible. But actually, once you actually realize that it is the intensity when you do train that is important, then it sounds so basic and everybody knows that, but it's actually trying to admit it to yourself that that is what's best for you. And as soon as I stopped training so often, I not only found that my muscles felt better, and my attitude towards eating was different, my attitude towards life in general was different, because I didn't spend the whole day fixated on my training session. So especially when I was running, I'd spend the whole day thinking about my training session at night and build up this sort of angst and nerves, because you knew you were going to be training as hard as you can. But actually, if you just think of it, I'm going to train to an intensity level, rather than I'm going to bust a gut running as hard as I can, or lifting as hard as I can, or swimming as hard as I can, then your sort of attitude changes. So as soon as I stopped training so often, I found that my anxiety levels, stress levels just started to come down, and I actually sort of started to look forward to going to the gym, started to it not be such a chore. And as soon as you learn that this isn't a chore, this is something that I'm deciding to do, and you start to train yourself to look forward to it, the whole day changes and the whole experience changes. So you look forward to walking into the gym, you look forward to getting into your gym clothes, or whatever, and then instead of just buying stuff, so apps and bands and gym clothes, you actually think differently, and then you start to look forward to your sessions. So as soon as I stopped training, I instantly felt better. So the second way that I changed my attitude was when I admitted to myself and realised that cardio is not just running. And that may sound a bit daft, but especially if you've run you know, all your life, or it's quite easy to think that running is the only form of cardio, but it is just not. When I injured my knee, I started to swim. Then I realised, wow, swimming is so hard. And it was then that I just saw different changes in my body because I was trying something different. So my shoulders started to broaden out. I got a slightly different middle. I started to see differences in my waist, and I didn't have such sore joints. So as soon as I started swimming, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I discovered the Stairmaster and actually a low intensity a low impact, way of training is different. It works different muscle groups. I fell in love with walking as soon as I got my dog. I would walk for hours and hours with her, just enjoying being outside. As soon as I started walking to work, I was like, wow, this is great. And it sounds so daft, but I actually looked forward to my walk to work. Especially during summer when I was cutting, I find that walking made such a huge difference, sort of being just more generally active, and actually that is just as effective as going for a run. And actually I used to just go on runs and just not even remember it, not enjoy it, and I didn't actually feel any better about myself because I didn't run 5 seconds faster than the last time or whatever it was. So as soon as I changed my attitude towards that, then my whole outlook towards cardio changed. So the following one is I changed my attitude towards my days off the gym. So instead of feeling guilty about them, I just tried to change my attitude towards really looking forward to them. And now I cannot wait for my days off the gym because I view it as a lovely time to chill. Really prioritised my time off, so seeing friends, resting, having a bath. I've really got into having bath salts. Really enjoyed fueling my body and not having cheat days, but just eating the same amount on my rest day. So actually I'm fueling up. So I still eat the same amount, but because I'm not burning anything in that day, I'm really fueling my body for the following day. I don't have cheat days. I will just have treats when I fancy them because I don't believe in depriving at all. But really looking forward to my rest days and treating yourself in other ways that isn't food. I think it really helps your attitude towards food not becoming something that consumes your everyday. Starting to just think of my rest days slightly differently and looking forward to them a lot more really helped to change my attitude towards the gym and sort of displacing yourself away from the gym or whatever sport that you're doing. So by the time that you've recuperated and you hit back in the gym, you're so ready to go. So that's my other way that I managed to change my attitude. The next way that I managed to change my thinking was, and this one may sound a bit harsh, but I think it's not said enough, that I stopped blaming external things. So finding an excuse for everything other than myself. And so now that does not mean that I am really harsh and diligent and it's a negative thing, but actually if you think I am in control of how much effort I put in and how much output I see, and actually once I stopped blaming things like, oh, the gym's really far away from me, so you know, I am so tired by the time I get there. Or I used to work 2 jobs at university and I work 9 to 5 now, and I thought, oh, I'm really tired, so I'm not going to bother going. Actually, that's all within your own control. Actually, if you rest and really fuel up your body to do it, then there's no one else to it's only you. It's not everyone else. And you know, I could blame my skin issues and say, oh, I'm not confident enough to go into the gym because I look really ugly, or my skin's weeping, or it's really disgusting. But actually, as soon as I just got over it, I thought, well, you know, at least if I have bad skin, you know, I'm going to sweat it out and my body feels better for doing it. So I'm just at the gym and my skin is obviously burning. It's also very red and you can see that it's been bleeding, but I feel so much better when I come.